What's good, YouTube? Nobody here. Welcome to the first episode of Satisfactory. In this playthrough, we're going to concentrate on getting ready for patch number 3. Also, we're going to keep everything as clean as possible as we build and go for 100% efficiency. In today's episode, we're going to try to get our initial base set up and start farming up materials to start laying the concrete out. So let's just jump right into it. So the first thing we need to do is secure our base area over here. Looks like we've got 3 iron nodes. And if I remember right, there should be some copper close by and I believe a couple limestone patches as well. So we're going to go ahead and just start clearing this area out, picking some stuff up and getting rid of these little pieces on the nodes. I'm going to go ahead and hit E and tab. So that way it just keeps on mining and breaks all of this stuff up, and I will get with you when I'm ready to start building the base up. Okay, so I've finished breaking apart all the nodes, so they're ready to be mined now. And the first thing that I need to do is actually put my hub down here, so we're going to go ahead and get that ready to go. Don't worry, this is not going to be the permanent spot for it. We'll probably be getting rid of it and moving it to the next episode. As soon as we get our concrete laid down, we'll have a spot for it. So I'm just going to set it here for now and move it later. Let's go on and grab these nuts real quick and get ready to start upgrading our base. So we're going to use the craft bench here to start hand crafting a bunch of stuff. I like to do a lot of hand crafting in the beginning part. You can do it without hand crafting at all. Me and a friend actually went and did that on stream one time. We got all the way through past, I believe it was oil production, just using nothing but automation all the way. There are a few things that you'll have to actually go handcraft because you just can't get them anywhere else, but not many. I think it was like 5 or 6 items, if that. For this step, we're gonna need, I believe, 10 rods. Yeah, that's what we need. We're gonna go ahead and hand make these so we can move forward a little bit faster. There's a lot of things that we want to actually unlock pretty quickly, so we're gonna be using our hands for most of it. I generally try to put as little down as possible until I get concrete. That way I can keep everything nice and straight when we start, and that way we don't have to keep rebuilding things all the time. So in order to unlock this, we're gonna need, I believe, 10 rods, 10 plates, and 50 copper wire. We're gonna have to go get the copper wire, so that's gonna be a little bit of a trip. Let's go ahead and get started on that. I'm gonna be putting the base on this ledge up here. I'm gonna run it off of the ledge. That way we've got a nice, flat, even surface to where we can start building as nicely as we want to. And by putting the base up here, it'll put us right in the middle of everything, and we can just run all of our conveyor belts up to the spot from everywhere pretty easily. Looks like we've actually got a couple iron nodes up on this hill too, close to where the copper is. This will be nice because we can actually increase our production for iron quite a bit. I think that gives us like 5 nodes. I'm gonna go ahead and start picking up some extra iron while I'm here because I know we'll need it, and I'm pretty close to the copper mine, so I'll go on and take care of that too. So yeah, I picked up about 2 stacks of iron and realized how long it's gonna take to hand mine all of this mess. So I think what we're gonna do is go ahead and get a couple of those little auto miners ready to go. That way we can start gathering a lot quicker. So the first thing I want to do is actually process all this iron that I just got. That way we can start building up some auto miners to make our lives easier. Okay, to do that, I think I'm going to need a workshop. So let's go ahead and put this down and see what we need for the miners. I've got to pick up a couple pipes, I believe it is, in order to do this. So let's go on and make the iron rods, and that way we can make it. Sorry, I keep calling them pipes. I don't know why I do that, I just do. Okay, let's put the equipment workshop down and see what we need to make the portable miner. That requires copper, so let's go ahead and get some copper real quick. Okay, so I went ahead and got a little bit of copper, so let's make these into ingots so we can turn it all into wire. I automatically turn all of my copper into wire as soon as I pick it up because it seems to help out a lot. Everything that you can make out of copper is wire, so always make wire. Alright, so we're making some concrete now. So now that we can make the concrete, it's probably time to start getting everything automated. I want to make some wire, I want to make some iron plates, and I want to make as much concrete as possible. So let's go ahead and start setting up a couple smelters and a couple constructors. Okay, so for hub upgrade 3, it looks like we need 75 plates, about 10 copper cables, and 10 concrete, and 2 upgraded plates. So let's go ahead and start on working on that, and we can move forward. Alright, for hub upgrade 4, which we need for the storage containers, looks like we need 100 plates, 75 iron rods, 20 concrete, and 20 cables. So let's go ahead and start working on all of that. I'm gonna hold off on the power until we get everything laid out in order to automate the iron plates, the concrete, and the wires. That way we don't have to worry about running around picking up fuel all the time. Alright, it's time to upgrade to hub upgrade 4. This may be the final time we upgrade this episode, so let's see. Now we can pretty much make everything that we wanted to and get it all automated. So let's start picking up all of these little miner guys here. That way we can have them for the auto miner, the big one. Okay, so let's see what we need over here. Hub upgrade 4. Doesn't really look like we need anything off of this for this episode. So yeah, we're not going to worry about upgrading at the moment. We may end up needing a little bit more power later, but I'm not 100% sure. We're not going to be running too much to start with, so we're going to call that one by ear. It's time to do the miner now, and so let's go ahead and get the miner, the smelters, and all of that set up. So let's go ahead and start setting these miners up real quick. I'm going to go ahead and make everything that we need for the miner. It looks like we need about 15 iron rods and 15 concrete. We've got all the stuff for that, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay, I have the 3 miners ready to go. We're going to put one on concrete, one on iron, and one on copper to start with. I'm going to go ahead and fire these heading towards the base, so it just makes it easier for me to pipe everything in. I'm going to run up here and drop one on the copper node. I've already gotten the iron one down and the concrete down, so I'll see you in a minute. So we want to fire this one towards the base as well. That way it makes it easier to use the conveyors to get it in there. I want to put a storage container in between each of the miners and their respective constructors as well. So we're going to have to think about the way that we're going to do that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to set up some smelters and constructors for everything. I think we need 2 smelters and 3 constructors because the concrete doesn't require a smelter. So let's go ahead and get all that started. Okay, we have enough to put everything down that we need. We're gonna go ahead and put a storage container in between. Actually, I need to go make the stuff for the storage containers, so let me go make some iron rods real quick. Alright, the storage container is ready. So we're gonna put a storage container in between each one of the miners and their smelters or their constructors. So let's go ahead, we've got the smelter down, we need to go ahead and put down a constructor next. Not the miner, the constructor, thank you. Okay, so now it's time to use conveyor belts to go in between all of this. I'm laying all this out early, and then I will power it afterwards. So let's go ahead and start working on the limestone node here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put the storage container down. I don't really like the way that this sits, but we'll be fine. Constructor should be next, and then we can pipe it all into the main storage area after that. Okay, so now I think it's time to go run the copper line, and then we can run it all into here. I don't think I actually have to go up on the hill up here, so this will be nice. I just need to get some more plates for conveyor belts real quick. Alright, so we got everything piped up into a centralized storage area. It's really ugly at the moment, but I think we are actually where we need to be at the moment. So all I've got to do now is power all of this up, and then I'll probably let them run for a little while. But let's go on and get this powered up. I can run 2 of these guys out to a single power line. Let me go actually grab up the materials and stuff that I need. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we got the cable and stuff made, so let's go ahead and start running these lines. Like I said, I can run 2 of these into one and then 1 out. So let's go ahead and place this guy here. That way we can run that in there and that one there. So we're gonna run this guy to that and to the other side. Oh nah, I think we're gonna use it there. Alright, so we're gonna run this one over to the other side, and then run it to both of those over there. So that would be the constructor and the miner. So those are piped in. Now all we need to do is run power over to our copper area. So let's run a line over this way. This guy can power pretty much all of this over here. So if we add another one here to reach this one, there we go. Alright, so that one's hooked up, and now we just need to hook this one into these 2, and we are ready to start burning some fuel. I'll actually be really happy when I can get rid of this little spaghetti thing we got going here. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill up our biomass burners here and see how we are on power. Oh yeah, looks like we're good. So let me get all this set up, and I'm gonna let this run in between episodes. So we'll probably be calling it here, and I'll see you later. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please think about hitting that like button and possibly subscribing too if you haven't already. We are getting somewhat close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. If you'd like to see some more of my videos, go on and click one of the videos on your screen now. Have a nice day.